Hi everyone and welcome back to another Bork No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to Vampire Hunters with Ilya, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. Note this event is going to be lasting 2 weeks, April 20th through May 18th. And then if you go into the event quest, do not farm any parts of normal mode whatsoever. Just do this one and done. No matter how many times you farm normal, if you can beat the boss like in one run in normal mode, it's just not worth it. And if you jump into hard mode, let's go ahead and show a comp that can do it. Generally, you want to use someone like Shori, Susanna here, and then you can use Kaori. This is a general team comp that most folks should have-ish. You can replace the DPS with whoever, and of course, the thing that I suggest the most, if you're a newer player and you're struggling with hard mode, you don't have to spend your tickets all at once. You can save them until the very end of the day. So come, I believe it was May 18th, that day, you can farm the boss for the entire day and pretty much go through the motions. But you can see here, the boss is going pretty down, and we have some extra time left. You can sort of say that you don't need Yui depending on what your level is and how strong your characters are. But here's a suggested team that I want to throw out there. Kaori does not have to be at 5-star, and I'm sure like this will work better even if you have like low star units, because with Yui's heal, everyone was able to get enough health back, alright? So that's a team comp that you can use. Of course, you can try other things because this is generally just like switch out like the DPS. So you can run, of course, like the Makoto Jun, like Mitsuki thing. I did that earlier. This works out fine. Whichever variation, as long as you have Miyako and Yui, and if you're higher level and if your units can deal even more DPS, and of course you can replace Yui with someone else. But in the end, if you're a newer player, just wait, because there's no need to rush these sort of events. I know you get more jewels, you get more tickets and all that stuff, but it's really unnecessary to rush these things. Priconne is about taking your time and just sort of going with the motions. And you can see there, we completed the runs much faster with this team, but of course this is all like optimized and they have like more stars and everything. All that stuff, you already know it, but let's go ahead and jump back and talk about the box, alright? So what do I mean by the box? If you go here into the metal gacha, this is going to be the part where it's like, alright Bork, how do I min-max all of this stuff? So generally lineup 1, this is not worth it jewel wise. You can pretty much get the Kaori shards and jump out, or you can farm like the jewels and divine amulets. The biggest things is that if you want to farm the divine amulets, you're going to be sitting here for a while. Alright, so this is a Reddit post by Sproots, so make sure to check this out. Small Sproots is a super awesome dude on Discord. He pretty much did all the breakdowns on what's going to be worth it, how many pulls, how many DAs, in order to get the max value from these boxes. So make sure to check out that Reddit post. I'll leave the links down below. Just note that 2 through 4 are the most worth it. Everything else, you know, it's up to you whether you want to do it. Lineup 1 is probably the most skippable one. But speaking of that, let's go ahead and do this. We are doing 100 pulls at once. If you're wondering how I'm doing that, you go to options 100 times and you do skip. That way you don't have to sit there and wait for the screen. We're probably going to get Kaori right here. Usually that's the animation for the Kaori shards. If we go to the list and go cancel, and then if you want to reset the rewards, you don't have to. You sort of check it out. You're like, alright, I want to min-max my divine amulet so I can keep going in. Personally, I don't have that much stamina left. Am I going to clear it out? I'm going to clear it out just because I want to try, because that's always something that I'm willing to do. So let's go ahead and check how many we have left. There's 2 jewels, 3 divine amulets. All right, here I'm going to be resetting because I don't think it's worth it anymore. And then we're going to hit OK. Technically, it wasn't worth it already, but now we are on the new lineup, lineup 2, so we can get more goodies. Lineup 2 and on, you should technically get everything out. That way you can get the max amount of jewels for stamina, alright? So that is going to be the event. Don't really farm anything in normal mode at all, like I said, because this area isn't worth it. Make sure to check your event missions and jump into this every single day, because this part is a daily mission, and it's just free medals that you can get every single day just for participating in the events. And of course, you can get all this stuff so long as you farm hard mode every single day. That's like the most important thing going through these events. And eventually you will clear these out as you go through the event as well. So that is going to be the Vampire Hunter Ilya event. I love this stuff because it's just a bunch of free jewels. We went from 39k back up to 40k. So that is going to be helping on our future investments once we jump into the S-Peko and S-Keru banner. So if you didn't know, we actually got 1,300 jewels. Let's go into your home. We're going to claim all these things. So thank you to Crunchyroll for providing more jewels to fund our gacha, get us some more waifus, and we are now at 41k and jump into the gacha. And let's do our free pull because they also gave this to us. thanks to Twitter for posting this information. And we're actually going to be jumping into 300 in order to, get into our pity. Because what happens here is if you don't get like the pity right, or the 300 exchange points, it turns into skip tickets. I personally don't need like 200 plus more skip tickets. I have plenty. So I'm going to be hitting okay. We're going to be doing this one more time. Yes, I don't want to do it, but at the same time, I want those divine amulets. I'm going to need them for when Summer Pekko or Summer Karu pretty much pops up. And I'm going to need it for Christina and Mumi most of all. So no 3 stars anymore. The dream is dead. But we got Ilya at the end. If you want to check out that video, feel free to do so. Those summons were absolutely nutty. Alright, let's go to the character exchange right here, or you can pretty much jump back, just so you guys can see it, because we've never actually seen pity before. We're going to trade for amulets. We have 300 right here, and we get 50 divine amulets, which isn't a lot, but of course, it's better than like getting more skip tickets, because I generally don't need those. Now let's go ahead and do our free pulls. It was a roller coaster ride, like going through everything, and of course we're doing the 17,500 giveaway. But moving forward, all of the videos now, we're jumping into the 20k realm. So whenever we hit 20,000, we'll do another giveaway. Also, things have been absolutely hectic with the Ilya update. Everyone's just been going crazy. Personally, I don't feel like pushing all the way to number 1. I don't have that kind of time, nor do I have that kind of patience. But maybe I'll jump on stream again in the weekend and we can push together to number 1 if I have the energy to do so. But a lot of the times I'm just going for teams like this where it's the old style, the Tamaki style that haven't been switched out. And, Ilya does her thing. Does she work at 4-star? I showed the videos yesterday. She does work at 4-star, but to be honest, 5-star is definitely the way. If you want to get like the most bang for buck for her. At 4-star, there's some moments where you're like, alright, if she had just a little bit more health, she wouldn't have died there. And it's one of those things where it's up to you at the end of the day. Personally, I will put her to 5-star once CB rolls around, because I got Ilya for CB reasons, because she's going to be absolutely fantastic, I believe, for like the crab boss and other bosses in the future. She's just going to change things up more ways than one, and it's not just PvP. We're not going to be getting her shards for quite some time. So this is going to be the fight. You love to see it. Every single time Tamaki stall goes down, it is the best feeling ever, because this meta is now dead with the Ninon and Ilya meta coming in. A lot of the Ninon teams, they're kind of scary. I'm also seeing another team that's popping up. The team is Hatsune and Ayo. Hatsune and Ayo at 5-star. Someone got like 50 defenses from that. And one of the things that I really wanted to showcase really quick was, some of you are probably wondering what's going to be happening like with the extra shards that we get from like the metal gotchas and everything. Like, where do these bad boys all go? So if you go into the menu, go into your items right here, and then you go into memory shards, you will get to keep all these extra memory shards. Some of you are wondering, okay, what do I do with that? So once we jump into unique equipment realm, which is I think the Princess Heart Open, because that's the symbol for unique equipment. When Ilya banner returns, that is going to be the time unique equipment drops. So a little bit after pre-fest, so that's roughly 6 months from now. Hopefully we'll be getting unique equipment if we keep following like this timeline. Of course, everything is predictions, so nothing is set in stone, right? Alright, let's go ahead and jump into Princess Arena and show why I lost on this one. Well, this is kind of obvious why I lost. I shouldn't be running these teams right here. But this is a defense team. They couldn't beat the Ilya team with the Reno comp. This is kind of interesting. And of course, we'll like play a loss and everything. But when the 17,500 subs, the giveaway, that'll be done, I think, around either most likely Sunday morning, because I like to give a couple of days in order for folks to like place comments and everything. I don't want to like rush it and do it on Saturday. And then come Sunday, we'll do like the giveaway details and everything. And then hopefully whenever we hit 20k, we'll do more details on this. I'm kind of surprised that Reno comp didn't beat this, but I think it's because Ninon comp is the way to go now. Ninon seems to be like the true and try method instead of Reno. And then this one, we'll just replay it just so we can get an actual feel of like, you know, my losses and everything. This was a defense. I probably need to improve it. I see probably like the issues with here because it's a magic team, and usually what happens is Nozomi can't keep up with all the magic and stuff going on. Ayo doing her thing, so he managed to take down the Kuka. I want to see where we lost. we probably can't take down this Nozomi. We lost our Nozomi here, so it's pretty much GG's from this point. And this is a, you know, it's Mage Melt. Mage Melt still works even in Princess Arena. Mage Melt might still work, you know, against like Ninon and stuff. Who knows? But as far as everything goes, like stall teams, they're sort of dead. It's now more about like complete aggression. So I think here this was mostly the fact that we didn't have enough tanks and they pretty much bulldozed through our teams. But yeah, I'm so excited to announce the winners for 17,500 on Sunday. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 20,000 subs, we'll be doing another giveaway. It'll be a bigger prize pool. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.